It's real. It's real. It's real. Um, yeah, we're just gonna dive straight into it, man. Like I said, this is just raw. This is just me talking to you guys, talking to the camera. Um, and yeah, man, this is my second channel. Um, and yeah, like I always say, just let me know what you guys think of the videos, man. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. Um, we're gonna talk about a relationship with God, but performative, performative Christians, right? But not performative Christians. More so, it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. Pastors. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I'm gonna be very careful as I talk about this. But like, all I'll say is this. Actually, I won't. You know, I don't like editing these videos too much. You know what I mean? They're all different type of videos, clips that I'm just doing right now, all together, mashed together. But it's all in the same whatever. And by the way, I love white tees. This is not all recorded on the same. I just like white tees, so you see me with white tees in every video. But you know, people see, especially young people. They could grow up in a church where it's mega, or a lot of people, whatever, and then like the pastors are like looked at as dads, and sometimes they get more adoration than our Father in heaven. You know what I mean? But I do also see the performative side of things where it's just like, don't pray for discernment. You know what I mean? Like some pastors, they are kind of no one pastor, but yeah, but like pastors in training, or just like people who are in leadership positions who are teaching the word. I guess like it's a lot of gift of the gab. Be very careful, people who have the gift of the gab. What that means is that they're very good with their speech. They could even be poets in another world, you know what I mean? Or even rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like everything's a cadence. Like you have to take charge of this, you have to take charge of that, you have to take charge of it, you have to take charge of that. It's like they've seen it somewhere else and then they're just reenacting it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's different ways of delivering the message, and if it's true, then great. If it comes out like that, great. But sometimes it feels like you're just kind of like, you've seen it done that way and you see how it evokes the crowd, so you just do that thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm not really with the whole performative type of preaching. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I'm nitpicking something, you know what I mean? But all I'm trying to say is that, pray for discernment when it comes to the people that are teaching you the word. Obviously, make sure that you are in the word yourself. Me, I'll put myself first. I'm not in the word like that. I try to be. I try to read it every day. I usually tend to do it at night and in the morning. But sometimes I do it before work, or I just do it, after I've eaten food. But not enough. Not enough. I'll probably say I spend at least 15 minutes a day, maybe 20 minutes a day reading the Bible. I don't think that's enough. It should be at least an hour, and that's just the minimum. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, I just feel like it's very important that people that want to know Christ, they don't fall into the wrong shepherd. You know what I'm trying to say? The one that's performative and he's convincing the congregation, especially newcomers, of something that's not right. So if you are a newcomer, or you are kind of like you've been in Christ for a minute now, but you're still a bit confused and you're not strong, just pray for discernment. That you end up in the right place, because there's some people who are really trying to find their way within Christianity and they're passionate, but they're in the wrong church, and then they start to pick up wrong ideals, and maybe it matches their way of thinking in a way, but it's like if they got something more stronger, more concentrated, that could oppose a damaging way of thinking that they're already in, instead of evoking it, then that'll be very helpful. You know what I mean? Because just because they have that way of thinking doesn't mean that they are want to be misled or they are strong on that. Maybe they just need to be told something different. They've never been told anything different. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that? So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, just pray for discernment, and also that it's not all about being performative. It's not about having a concert in church. You know what I'm trying to say? Boom, bam, boom, but then when it comes to the, you know, the other side, it's kind of lacking. It's, you know what I mean? Like, okay, there's bare youth in the church, but everyone's gossiping and everyone's like basically doing what they do in the world, but in the church. You know what I say? But we just excuse it because like, well, we're all Christians though. But it's like, well, you're still doing the stuff that we do on the outside anyway. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, you know the difference between a pastor who has he's a great orator, and a pastor that's really being authentic and trying to like tell you what God is telling him, you know, every Sunday, and is also humble. You know what I'm trying to say? Has humility and is really seeking God's will, not his own. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's important, because a lot of pastors can do you will see change in your life. This season will be different. This season will happen. But what about this season will not? No, this season will try you. You know, you're going to go for trial by fire for months, maybe years. But find joy in that because you're being refined. If you're not causing the fire, but it's being bestowed onto you, there's refinement that is great for your soul. You know what I'm saying? That's a trial worth going through, not trials that we put on ourselves. I could tell you, I put myself through a lot of hell, to be fair. I don't want to say hell, but yeah, I've done that because of my stubbornness, my will to be strong-willed. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's very important. You know, again, I don't like making long videos, but it's very important to find the right leaders, find the right type of community within church. You know what I mean? The right church. It's not just about having youth in a church and no, it's about having the right people around you. In my church in particular, we're not all the same age. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably say majority are the ones that come all the time. They're older than me, you know, but I've learned quite a bit from them. And when I come onto the youth meeting, you know, it's not about the age really. It's like, yeah, we all are kind of like 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years apart, but it's like substance, it's real conversations. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not about us like just allowing certain comments to just pass like it's calm, like it's not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We're trying to actually grow together. We're trying to make each other better. So if I'm down here and someone else is of more wisdom or experience and can bestow that to me within, you know, the context of God's will and, you know, the Bible, then I'm all for that, because, you know, I've gotten to a stage in my life where I've been humbled. If this was 10 years ago, I promise you I'll be feeling myself. I'll be real. I'll be like on my own sort of, you know, journey, and that's just what happens at that age. But also when you are confident in outward things, you know what I'm trying to say? But when you've been broken down by life and you go through certain situations, or, you know, things change and you get humbled by that as well, that can be an opening for a good change in your life, if however you take it. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. This is really just off the top of my head. I hope you understood what I've been trying to say. It's really raw and I pieced it together, but, you know, tap into my main channel, Mike Robert 17, my music and that, but also this one. If you want to see more videos like this, I'm gonna try to keep doing this more often than not. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it this year, man. We're gonna try. We're all going through something. I'm all trying to stay diligent. So just stay diligent. Keep talking to God and keep trying to be obedient. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try. I'm not doing very well at it, but, you know, it's good if we all do it together. It's not good to just be alone in whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm gonna see you on the next one, and let me know what you think about all of this stuff that I've been saying in the comments. You get me?